The Thieves. Got a red card to start things off. A nice clean red card. We're going to keep everything above the belt. Touch gloves. Let's do this.
And no better sort of opportunity for Super as well, going against a lethal AR duo in Scrap and Ghosty on a map like this. It is your sort of prove it moment. Can you hang with the very best? Can you go toe to toe and trade blows? Or do you get landed with a knockout punch? Look out for the right hook with both these teams on form for Hardpoint Thieves. Certainly a little bit stronger in the mode. Looking though to be at your Sunday best. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. All right, ring the bell. Let's do this. Heretics taking on the Thieves. Map number 1.
An opening salvo straight out for the steps control. They are sending nearly every single player. You lock this down, then you can start soaking on the time. And look at the break. There you go. 3 in the feed for Thieves. Starting their red card off right.
On the Super. Finding what you can now as his boys make their way off spawn. 3 ticket on the attack. Scrap finding those 2 players instantly. Lovely pickups. We're staying on board with Super as he tries to buy any space on the outside of the map, and it's not going to happen. Thieves just too slippery, too squirrely, as they've still got the time and they've still got control of the plat.
Yeah, I mean, Thieves has done a great job of really just neutralizing Super as well. Wasn't able to get involved. Super's still 0-0 as well, and the feed continues to be in favor of Valet. Is Scrap on the flip side. Perfect 4-0 start. You dominate the big steps, you dominate the P1, and this is going to be 40 seconds to a goose egg right from the jump.
Hydra is already looking loose. He's already looking very fluid across the map like water, my friend, over the one boy as he slides on into the fray. And lovely P2 attack here. Spawns in the back right now. Thieves full control and the cross.
I mean, shoot back. Someone get a kill, man. Damn, Metals give it, the Metals take it away. 0-5 and Rancor and Real. 2-8 combined. Heretics for the moment getting stuffed. Finally in the feeds, picking up a few kills, and Hydra at least gets traded out. A battle though for plenty of time. And LA Thieves, you don't want the back spawns a little bit later on, but for now, they're just super soaking it up.
Oh, he's a soft metal right now. Chance periodic table at the ready. Still going though. Metal's now finally gets himself going. Traded out instantly, and it has not been a good hard point for the Heretics so far. 63 and nothing right now. Heretics, it's a clean sheet.
Yeah, and we talked about not wanting those back spawns towards the end of time. Well, look at where Heretics are now. This is quite literally perfect red card gameplay rolling through. Finally, Aluminum able to actually get that kill and at least open up for the final 5 seconds that you're gonna have. And LA Thieves posted up on rotation, and Ghosty has the natural pinch.
We're in. Can't get anything out of it. Super, what a turn. Good trades, though. Towards the new hardpoint we fight. Beautiful 2 in the middle of the map there from Ghosty. Once again, trade to the point.
And the spawn management, always perfect as well. Ghosty gets those 2 kills. He forces Heretics towards the back, which actually ends up getting blocked as Rancor is on the outset. But either way, LA Thieves throwing away a massive lead. Ghosty, though, well, desperation effort now inside the time. Finally, a break is through. And finally, Heretics get some time.
It's going to be a tenable hold, though, right now for the Heretics, trying to push this out, trying to find time and looking towards noon as well. So you're back in the game, boys. Well played. 20 seconds to go here.
Take a deep breath, you know, try to settle in, get the guns going. Again, a very slow start for even a player like Rancor. He's been incredibly consistent on the year. You know he's going to start to heat up at some point, but sooner rather than later, you'll take the team kill. LA Thieves, extra players will be posted towards the depth spawn, and Real introducing everybody towards the back, and his team will win the rotation towards New.
Ole, towards New, we now fighting through the middle of the map, though. Huge opening now. Hydra on the contest. Metals down low. Shooting a ghost, can't find a single man to his name. Nice work from one end to the other. Scrap gets the break.
Yeah, you'll take that. Scrap, well, his brand new home. If he wants to be the hill man for the team, he's doing it while also being the top slayer. So you had a nice sequence. Real picked up 3, but it ended up giving them the weird spawns. And, well, now you're trying to overwhelm Scrap down low, who continues to drag players to hell with them. And he's winning the gunfight down low. A 4-piece inside the time. Now we might get the Hellstorm.
Looking for the Hellstorm as well. Over to Ghosty on the top side. Nobody home. Here come the Heretics. Couple of kills going their way. Trying to get the Thieves out of the stage, but it's their stage. The lights are on. The lights are bright. And Metals burns his way through.
Yeah, and by the time you take down Scrap, that's just because, hey, the time is done. You can keep having 5, 10 seconds of Scrap. We don't need it every single rotation. It's not only being won, they're not even mixing. LA Thieves are getting here early with full setups, and Ghosty ready for the BSD pressure.
Here we go. 1, 2, line them up. First one down. Next man in. The stun check is on. And Ghosty, look at this movement. That is an annoying nade to deal with. Can he contend with the play? No. Super finds an avenue, and here we go.
Pinch gets red, so Hydra's gonna drop, and LA Thieves moving out of time to worry about it because Metals has a pinch of his own. So now a scattered minimap, an opportunity for Heretics to make it Mixy in the time. Kills getting traded out as well, and they found their stabilization. Metals on the flank, got it done.
We're looking at a 100-point comeback for the Heretics to get themselves into this one. What a task they have ahead of them. What a win from Hydra.
Yeah, making amends for an earlier gunfight, getting that back, and got to keep things going, but finally, decent time for Heretics rolling through. It was looking incredibly painful the first few hills, and still looking a little bit painful, but they're trying to make it a game, a 4-man wipe in the feed, and hey, it's the young gun and Super, 15 kills. He's playing catch-up, a slow start, now he's near scrap.
Oh, that's it. First set of hard points complete. Over towards New we now go, and this time round, Heretics are on time. The Thieves have been unsuccessful. From 4-1, not a lot of time gained, if any. Here we come. The Thieves, back at a time we should have it. Last man left alive, Scrap, he'll be on it.
And you turn the tide just a little bit, right? Now you're the one with the stage control, now you have the big steps control, and you can sort of do on the P1 what LA Thieves did onto you. Maybe you just gotta get those land jitters out, get the feel of the game, because every player on Heretics that was underperforming, doing a lot better now, but still a 70-point deficit. And Thieves is not a team that will take the foot off the gas.
Absolutely not, they're not gonna let that comeback happen. You're gonna have to fight every inch of the way, Heretics. Real from the outside now, trying to buy some space. Nice nades, 3 dead in the feed though. He's the last man left alive for his team. Buy some space, get that time, get your reinforcements into the fight.
And you don't want to give away this final 10 either. You can't give it away for free, and yeah, you'll end up getting it sent to you. Renkhorn a pinch is not entirely ideal. His teammates towards New. The spawns are going to get a little bit weird, and this is a difficult moment for Heretics to manage. 2 players coming from BS&D. The break could be quick.
Oh, here we go. Goes up the top. Shots in, super damage, super down. That's the hard point in the hands of the Thieves once again. Heretics are still close though.
And you got 1 man out towards stage as well, so Renkhor's making an impact. Now Thieves are going to be having to deal with the pinch, and you see, not the right gun for the job. The spawn's getting a little bit weird, but in all the chaos, Thieves have still been collecting. P2, they have dominated.
Eyes forward and guns up, here we go. Not a lot of opportunity here for the pinch. Envoy brought down as well, trade still going on. Renkhor through the back line, an unfortunate team kill, and that leaves Hydra alone. Can he buy some space? Can he get his boys into the fray? For now, the answer is no. A short moment for the Heretics in time.
And this is your short moment to get back in the game. Get the final 20. They should be good to go on the rotation as well. Get the kills, push LA Thieves again back into that spawn, and an 80-point deficit. Maybe you could do some damage, but you need a good string. And Thieves, you see him repositioning. Ghosty 2, make it 3 in the feed, and Heretics just dropped the ball.
Metals has got to hold. Metals has got to hold this. 1 down. He's traded out immediately. Real with the back spawns, getting as close to the point as he possibly can. Again, you have to fight forward. Ghosty with a perfect read and a forced read to his name.
I mean, just hanging out, roam in the middle of the map. This man is on point, an absolute menace, and Thieves now almost have the top side pressure around the new time. Easy kills for a Ghosty. The motor mouth in the comms as well. Thieves right now, I mean, this is cruise control. They can do no wrong.
They can't do any wrong. They're completely surrounded to the point, though. Here come the Heretics with the wrap around time. Can they get the break here? They've got bodies on it. Hydra waiting in line. 1 down. What a shot into the second man. Trades, they're good for Envoy, and the Thieves are back in.
I mean, the teamwork just perfect. Trade's always there. Everybody in the right position. Already players like Hydra thinking about the rotation. Ghosty's got the outer lane, and Envoy had the time. But anything that gets taken away, you're already picking up the long routes. There is nowhere to go for Heretics. No room to breathe.
Thieves are once again maintained a 100-point separation from them. New hard point up. Stage was so good to the Thieves in the first set. Second, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, this is survival mode as well for Heretics. You're down by so much, you're really going to have to kick it up a notch. That they have just not had the opportunities. This is sheer and utter dominance across the board for LA.
Massive kills. Massive kills. An unfortunate nade from Scrap there. It does hit the net. That's going to cause a big stir as Renkhor finds 2. 3 dead. Heretics in control.
Okay, little bit of fight. Real inside the time. You're not really pushed out. Metal's the most distant one on the map, but already reduced to 1 HP, and they're hunting him down. So 2 there in the feed for LA. Make it 3 because Scrap is shooting, and Real, last man standing versus the world. Can't get it done. And LA Thieves, time and time again on this map, they've been picking them apart.
What a snap. The weight of the world does indeed crush him. Envoy on the spin, and he is shooting everyone around him. Big win on the pistol now. Back over to time. LA Thieves have got it. No rotation, though. They cannot win the game here, but we will be very close indeed, folks.
I mean, they're running for the hills, though. They're desperate to get to that new time, and Envoy, meanwhile, has the timings dialed in. Give him the time, knows where Real is, and knows when to turn in his head. He's dialed in, waiting for his teammates to show up, and if you got the BS&D spawns, it's inevitable for Thieves to get this break.
Here we go, Thieves. This is for the game. Scrap adding another kill to the pile. 29. Can we get 30? We're close enough. 10 seconds for the win right now. Thieves, last push for the Heretics. Here we go. Out through the steps. Rancor from long. Can we find any kills here? Kill holding it. Still holding it. And wait a minute. The break is there.
You love to see a little bit of fight. At this point, you're playing from confidence. Any you had going into the series, Thieves might just rip it away. Desperate to see how much you can actually fight, and Rancor doing just that. Picking up 2, trying to keep Thieves honest.
Scrap's going to dive for it. He'll dive at a time. The crossfire there for the Heretics. Again, they're holding it together. This is this is a very, very fine line. You've got to do a whole lot, boys, going into P1.
Yeah, I mean, I think Heretics are trying to make this statement. We're not going down without a fight, but indeed, they are going down. Maybe a team kill is going to make it last a little bit longer. But this is almost a moral victory from Heretics to fight like this at all.
This is the second stretch of the game where the Thieves have gone completely dry from point to point, but it's not going to amount to a whole lot because the rest of the hard point was so good. Super, starting to get the gun hot at the very least. Can't let those players get onto it. There's a 2-man stack from the Thieves, and that is game, folks. Map 1 goes to Los Angeles Thieves.
And the back and forth banter, Scrap and Hydra, the jolliest of men on the main stage, having a grand old time. And I think Ghosty might have had the most activity on the map, most kills, most deaths. The damage was there, but the AR players from LA Thieves feasted on Miami. I mean, out and about right from the jump. You went down 80 to 90 points off the rip from Heretics, and you can just not afford to start that slow. After that, the game was relatively balanced, but that initial thing, Metals starting off 0-5, Real and Rancor starting off at 2-8 combined. You start out slow, you get punished, and I mean, it was a good fight, a respectable effort towards the end, but those land jitters, it always takes a couple gunfights to get them through.
Yeah, this is the game flow, and again, a relatively even climb, steady progress from both of our squads. A slow start, though. That opening hard point, I mean, 6 to 74. The Thieves just did not relent. They had such a wonderful gap. They kept it going the whole way. While we look across the highlights, we wanted this to be a nice, clean fight, but right now, especially in the score department, it does seem that the Thieves certainly outclassed them. That's a totally different weight division, if you ask me, mate.
Yeah, I mean, every single rotation they were winning as well. Even when guys like Ghosty spawning out, it ends up working to their benefit. So the little things going right, the big things going right. And while a handful of Heretics players had the slow start, Scrap, he's about that life. He is ready from the jump. As long as he's shooting a gun, he's happy. And lining them up like that, it just feels so good. So knocking him down and punishing him. And we talked to the Heretics players. We know what their sort of like tale has been throughout this stage. They're incredibly confident coming into this major. They know what they're capable of, but these might have just taken a little bit of that juice away.
Yeah, a little bit, but still plenty of the good stuff there left for the squeeze. We'll see how things go. They're going to the Search and Destroy. Of course, Heretics very strong since adding Suki to the roster, but the Thieves just as dangerous, just as confident as well. Confidence is going to be key right now. That will be the deciding factor. The one variable that you cannot account for. As the Heretics again in the kills department, everyone was bringing the noise. Everyone was making a lot of work there. That's exactly what you want to hear if you are a Thieves fan as well. My goodness, strong start, big energy. Get this one rolling. Into the S&D though we now go. Chance dealership, a spicy one to get things rolling, so the pace will be there, absolutely. With all control, the middle of this series again will hopefully determine how far we have to go. Miami fans not out of the woods just yet. It's still anyone's series.
Well, we've mentioned it for the Heretics. They've looked good enough on dealership that I think the question has to be raised of, do you really want to play with that fire? Because Heretics look lights out on that map. Well, LA Thieves happy to play with fire and see if they get burned, but they're going to be willing to go toe-to-toe. Envoy, one of those players that he's had some of those cheeky spots that everybody else starts to steal from this team. So it's going to be a battle. The crust out of your eyes and get ready for map 2.
I had a quick chat with Rancor before the previous match actually started, and incredibly confident going into this game. He said, today is the day. Team effort though across Search and Destroy when it comes to stage 3. These boys are not missing. I mean, it's funny that Scrap's KD, not terribly different from the lads, but so far apart in the standings.
Yeah, 1.10 is great. And then you got Hydra with a 1.5 at second. Hydra had, he was bottom 5 S&D player in the league in stage 1. The past 2 stages, he has been so electric that he has started leapfrogging. If you're looking at things like multi-kill rounds, Hydra is a titan now in this lobby. He has absolutely found his form, and he found it early. So you're the Heretics. Their S&D, absolute backbone. Haven't lost since they picked up Super. They've been looking incredible. This is the test.
How do you handle Hydra? Do you manage to keep him pinned in? Cut the legs out from underneath him. Don't let him go on those long runs. Don't let him go on those loose flanks where he can cause damage. That's where he excels. Those multi-kill rounds that he is now known for, do not let it happen. Here we go in the dealership. We've still got that new car smell on this map, folks. Still working out all the secrets, all the naughty spots, but we haven't got them all down yet. Let's see what this one has in store for us today.
Well, we mentioned the sort of the Daddy series. LA Thieves have played Miami 4 times, undefeated against them in Ghosty. Boy, has he been enjoying this matchup in S&D. Nearly a kill per round. He is a literal guarantee, but a brand new dynamic on a brand new map.
Here we go. Ghosty did set his own crazy kill record against the Heretics way back in Madrid. Real gets stunned. It's not going to slow him down too much. A bomb site presence right now from the LA Thieves, and it looks like they're going towards spawn.
And Heretics actually playing this so slow. There is 0 presence over towards the B site. Number 7 is just now wrapped back, but Heretics, they've made no moves, and they have no intel.
A classic 2-man stack there from the Thieves. Braincore watching the flank. He's not going to let him get by. B-bomb site seems to be our target right now, and Metals slowly approaching.
And the flank's moving. LA Thieves are making the play on defense.
Everyone's moving at the same time as well, though, so the guns should be ready. What a battle this should be, Envoy. Starts off the fight with a win on a Real.
And they're going to be trapped in. I mean, they're making moves on the flank. Yosu's been posted up. I mean, you are just isolated now, stuck in sight. They're trying to run it down, but they're getting hunted as well. Envoy's here for the support. So Ghosty's calming. All these players are trapped in this corner. This is just a kill box.
It's too tight. It's too tight. They've got no space to work with. They've got nothing to do but die. They're in the round. Thieves maneuver in a position. Cut the Heretics into pieces.
In Thieves on defense, they had 3 players going to like attack that A bomb site. They got firm control of it, and they were just waiting. Heretics never actually made an aggressive move in the round. It's not easy dealing with the windows. You don't have trophies. You don't want to be too aggressive. But LA Thieves got active in everybody at the same time. We saw Envoy get that first blood. Even if he falls, the trades would have been instantaneous, and the play develops in the exact same way. Thieves dominated the map, got all the map control in the world, and suffocated them out.
Round 2, Heretics now defense. See how they set this one up. Again, very, very different looks this time. Not going towards A, the bomb is though. The Heretics with mid-map presence gives them options to really go towards B more so. Metals is going to be there on the sliding door. It's a hop check or a button press. And they've spotted Envoy.
Yeah, Envoy is just doing his calculations. How much intel can he get? You see Real doing the hop through the garage door. But no one making plays just yet. But now with Scrap jumping up with Envoy, they're looking for the plant. Got to check the vent. It looks clear. Envoy confident. He'll be able to get this bombed out.
And this has been a huge amount of movement from the Thieves. They had 2 players by B a moment ago. Now they're pulling things over. Here we go in the 4v4 post-plant position. Start things off right. Has anyone got a nade to take care of these cars? I don't think so. So Real is going to send it forward. Metals on his left-hand side shoulder. They are close here on the fight.
And there's going to be a flank coming through. So Hydra, impact, doesn't get the kill though. Metals for the first blood.
Burns bright on a 1-4. Can he get another one out of this? Close range. Perfect gunfight to be had. The snap was there. 2v2. 2v1, 1v1, and that's the round. Thieves back to back.
And what a beautiful moment there from LA Thieves. Hydra's going on that initial pinch. You got guys like Envoy and Scrap calling out. They're all here. They're throwing the nades. We don't have a trophy. We need help. Hydra loses the gunfight to Metals, and you're thinking that is plan perfect there from Heretics. And they get slammed nonetheless. A bailout moment there from LA, and those are huge rounds to win. You don't get the first blood, you still execute, and Scrap remains on point.
And it's a wild round as well, man. You had to win some insane gunfights for the Heretics to even stay competitive there. It looks like we're going towards A this time round.
Yeah,
Thieves to beat.
It's blind reads right now from LA Thieves. They're just heavily stacking either side. Unfortunately, they've guessed wrong, but That means they're trusting the retake. Everybody on Thieves grouping up together in a stressful situation now for these Heretics players.
We're banging. It's 2v4 Heretics. The blind read has not worked out for them. They've had their eyes poked out clean. Oh my word, the LA Thieves. It might be a perfect round. Rancor trying to make a case for it, but that's 3 rounds in a row for the Thieves.
And the RC car in Black Ops 6 has been a meme-worthy tool, except on this map and except on that site. It is the deadliest thing in the world, like a nuclear bomb. So that's why they stacked up across the map. Envoy, he had the right tool.
I mean, this is the car play here. We're seeing Envoy, they're doing it. But again, I loved what I saw at the Heretics here. They used their own nades to clear up as many of those cars as possible on the approach towards the site. The one thing they couldn't account for here is the RC, and that is the worst thing you could possibly have seen if you're Real.
Run from it, hide from it. That RC car devastating in that section. And now Thieves spread the map on offense. Maybe they're thinking Heretics will get squirrely, and squirrely indeed. 3 players looking towards Hydra. Do they actually want to attack this man? No, they don't. They're trying to run.
Scrap, what a headshot that was. Metal's quite out in a bad position. He's going to take that damage, keep this one moving. He's on a 4 spree right now, and he's ready for that hit through kitchen door. Are they going to commit to it? No, Hydra's there on the bench. He's got some problems as well. So another situation where the Heretics got no options. Whoa. The round, once again, a slaughter by LA, 4-0.
Yep, and this is answering our Heretics dealership questions. They have nothing to offer so far on this map. The one round they've gotten the first blood, they lost it 20 seconds later, and that was the only first blood they've gotten on this map. Hydra's staring through the door, looking at 3 players. All of them stop in their tracks, turn and run away, and Scrap is there to catch them on the exits. I mean, that is 2 players handling 3 there from LA. Strat's on point.
Scrap at 5-0 so far. He is yet to be felled in Mortal Kombat by anyone here from the Heretics. Hard hit towards B. We're all in on this one. Heretics are trying to change the tempo here. We're trying to send it, and send it we shall. Can we get 2 out of this one for Real? No, the trades are there, so we're good. Can we plant the bomb? No, we cannot. Pressure on. The re-wrap to A.
Yeah, and they're just running away from him. Again, just trying to get out of dodge, and Heretics looking to take this one slow. They need this round.
You go counterclockwise around the entire map. Good luck, lads. Metal spots out those 2 players come through Archway, so now the race is on for the Thieves to get towards A as fast as possible.
And they're planning for their own spawn as well, so maybe giving up a little bit of map pressure. Happy to play a slightly more turtled setup. Both of them inside the office, ready for the flank.
And a great opportunity now to test our 2v2 chemistry. Thieves now through the back. Big moment for Rancor. Here they come. Great trades, nice damage as well. Metals, can he find the 1v1 now?
Yeah, Hydra just comment, I'm one shot, I can't tell just yet, but he'll get it done himself.
Damage. The dance! And a little bit of a bag on the way to the defuse. 5-0 LA Thieves.
Never a doubt, not in my mind. I think Hydra's probably wishing his teammate didn't hit the go button right away, just because a little bit awkward. A couple team shots rolling through and left 1 HP, but Hydra knows in a 1v1, just gets some headshot rolling through. Perfection and insult to injury. A 5-0 lead on what we were thinking might have been Heretics' best map.
Yeah, a little bit of chamomile there to close the round out. Love that. Here we go. Heretics once again trying to roll this one rapidly towards these bomb sites. Thieves have been pushed back this time round. And again, look at the pace being set. Heretics are sending it forward. They've sent it, though, into their own demise. It's 2 down. You're still fighting.
Yeah, you're down 5-0. You want to make something happen. You try to make a play, and you get throttled. A 6-0 in lightning speed. That was a 5-minute and 1 second game of search and destroy. Thieves unchallenged by Miami.
One of the fastest sales we've seen on dealership there, door to door, done. Heretics certainly rethinking the game plan after that one. A dominant display from the LA Thieves. The Lanimals have come to play, and they have just ripped the Heretics a new one.
We'll send in the paramedics, see if there are signs of life on that left side of the stage. Thieves right now, I mean, this is a steamroll. Maybe they're looking at some of the teams that ended up in losers bracket round 1, and Thieves start rubbing their hands together and say, this tournament is ours.
A3, Envoy, 5-2 from Hydra. Obviously, that wonderful 1v1 win from him certainly helps things, but 6-0 Heretics. What a shock. And Super, the man who has certainly transformed this roster in the mode, 1-6. Maybe it's nerves, maybe it is jitters.
I just don't think they had any opportunity to do anything. There was one strat call from LA Thieves that did not go perfectly. Hydra on that first pinch, he gets sniffed out by Metals. After that, it seemed like every single round was either a perfect line counter or they just had things like the RC car to bail themselves out, or a moment for Hydra in a 1v1. Everything that could have gone right there from LA absolutely did. And a 6-0, a shocking performance there from Heretics. Not easy to bounce back from.
Super clean, super fast, super done. They're at the half, 2-0 to the beach.
Thank you, gentlemen. Sometimes the benefits of attending these events and staying at the hotel is you can get room next to the parents of the players. We had Envoy's parents with us in the lobby. And Clint, after our conversations last night with Momvoy, you were confident in this 2-0 start.
I just looked over every time. I was just saying some wild stuff. We were chatting there, and I just look over and she's just looking and cracking up because we're just, we're idiots when we're hanging out.
Wait, that was mom and dad Envoy?
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I was like, sorry, multiple times, my bad.
They have good reason to be proud of their son today. Envoy just leads the team in Search and Destroy. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. And Allie, you were brave.
Listen, that was belt to
Belt to ass.
You can say it.
That
Yeah, you're
was
allowed to say it at the
unreal.
beach. You can say whatever you want at the beach.
That was, listen, that was, yeah, there's parents. Listen, I'm trying to be respectful, but listen, this is the online LA Thieves. This is the LA Thieves that we wanted last major. This is LA Thieves that we won at Major 1. They look unbelievable.
Yeah, they look dominant.
This is a nightmare matchup for Miami. Because if you think about them versus a face, they can maybe catch them in a hard point or something. You think about them versus Surge, they can catch them something like a Search and Destroy. They're just not better than Thieves in anything.
But bro, you just got destroyed in the Search and Destroy.
Hey, okay, that should have been closer. I hear you.
Oh, in S&D, and
But Thieves are very good at Search now.
But 6-0?
Yes, on the map
Apparently.
that Miami were 4-0 on. You just see
Yeah,
how
I
prepared
don't know,
Thieves are
dude.
for
6-0?
All the situations are just played
Miami-
flawlessly. When you watch this LA Thieves team play, they're playing peak colors.
But what is your? I can talk about an opening for Miami against every other team.
Yeah.
What is their opening against the Thieves team?
It would
Other than
have to be
Thieves not
Search.
playing well.
It would have to be the Search and Destroy.
But
we saw online.
you saw the search
It
stats from
wouldn't.
Thieves though. They've been in Unreal too.
It's not Search and Destroy. LA Thieves are 4-1 on them, and every matchup that they've already had, it has to be the respawns. I mean, they're 4-2 in advanced hardpoint.
Cool. Yeah, talk to me about how they're going to beat them in a hard point,
At
please.
Major
I hear
2,
you, but
LA Thieves fumbled the bag.
not
They
really
have
opening.
the #1 seed. They got bopped to the losers bracket by Boston. Today, they are one map away from locking in a spot in that winner's final.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at how they get there, Ant.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are playing peak, flawless hardpoint. I mean, some of these teams that are struggling, you can look at LA Thieves and see their communication and how they react to all the calls. So let's jump into this clip. We're on a rotation here. They found 2 kills on rotation, right? So you got this split. Players spawn out at new, 2 players spawn out at old, right? So even the positioning and where they put their players for LA Thieves, these are both the ARs, right? Playing these fights. And these are both the SMGs up close trying to find the kills in Hill. So Ghosty and Scrap are out here, and they know these guys are playing a little bit ratty. One's going to go below stage. So what happens is Scrap just plays for it. He's going to look for these guys, and you're going to get Ghosty when he gets the comm from his teammates to go and watch top Eskies and try to play the trade. Meanwhile, in that situation, one player gets traded out. It's Envoy, and he's going to sit back there knowing he has a parallel and just put bullets down and have comms there in that situation to let you know, all right, somebody's going to be repinching through. So we're going to talk about it as it happens here. This is just perfect comms. So you see Hydra gets the trade, the communication comes in, Ghosty picks up the kill on the guy top escalators, and now they know that guy's been ratting in stage the whole time. Ghosty comes back from escalators, helps out on this kill. This is flawless comms, being proactive on rotation, positioning your players in the perfect spots. LA Thieves are truly on another level, and when you look at this situation here, by the time Miami even has a chance to break, there's only 30 seconds left on this hill. So what happens is if you're not absolutely perfect here, you aren't getting any time, and by the time Miami get on in, there's another re-break happening on the side of LA Thieves. They are playing some of the best hardpoint. It's them and the Vancouver Surge right now
impressive.
in terms of HP.
Absolutely, and I was more so just trying to answer your question, Clint, more in the sense of it's not going to be in Search and Destroys. If they were to get LA Thieves anywhere, it had to be in that hard
Got
point.
it.
It had to be in that map 1. And
Yeah.
obviously, LA Thieves look unreal, and so they didn't. That was the whole point.
Ant's on to the next chapter with me.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, we know what's about
No,
to
but
happen. Let's just move
it's just
this
crazy.
along.
All the changes and how we said this bracket looks so insane. All this stuff. We're probably still in the same top 4.
Miles. chance.
We're not there yet, but probably looking that way.
Game 3, control.
I'd hope so. I would hope so, Chris. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into it, folks. Here we go. Back in towards our next map here in the series. Chance, how are we feeling about Vault? It's going to be a tough one. I mean, we're down and out, but are we out for the Heretics? Is it done?
I mean, I was feeling really good about the series coming in.
Same.
I do not feel too good anymore. I mean, I feel great if you're an LA Thieves fan. It's about as good as it gets. I think Black Ops 6, we've really just seen like a really hefty skill gap develop amongst the teams of very clear like tiers. Right now, LA Thieves, as consistent as they've been, they've just dominated in this matchup. And the super effect, well, simply did not last. They've been incredible in Search and Destroy, and that was a deflating 6-0. So I don't know what you have to say to these players. I don't know what the real One True Methods wants to say to his squad to try to get him back in the mix, but it is simply going to be a tall task. On a Vault around this A zone, everybody's going to be pulling out SMGs, but Ghosty and Scrap, we've seen it. And we saw how good it is. I mean, a perfect 6-0 round win percentage, incredible on defense, nearly perfect. LA Thieves, this is really where they get it done, and they're already up 2-0.
Absolutely. I mean, I came into this matchup, Heretics absolutely one of my top contenders to walk away with this event. At this point in time, you are staring down the barrel of defeat. Control, too good for the Thieves.
And a very interesting throwback for the Heretics. This used to be the only control map they had success on. Since they picked up Super, other teams were like, we'll roll, we'll give it a shot, and they have not looked the same on Vault. Heretics lost one of their sort of secret Saw-style maps, and well, they obviously made it here.
Well, today may still be the day with a sneaky long way round towards B. Hello. Beautiful shots from Real. Keeping this play alive, keeping the B capture going. A little bit of love towards A in a moment. There's some reinforcements now pouring in over towards B.
And a B hit off the rip is kind of nice. I mean, you already got a segment of progress, which is ideal. Problem is no trophies, and that car will explode. And Real, too many players to shoot. So Thieves wipe them off the board. And I mean, the segment is nice, but they're losing some map control, and Scrap is ripping.
Yeah, 4 in a row now. 5 on his mind. Can he find it though? This place is so close now. His teammates are all over the place, so great hold there. Defensively from the Thieves, right out of spawn, right up the map you go. You find all your kills, you're looking pretty.
And, I mean, are they trying to force it over towards B? I mean, Rancor's taking rounds, 2 players working down the street, and Envoy on the freest of flanks. 2-2 split there in the feed, so a little bit of pressure on the B zone, but this is, I mean, incredibly difficult to capture. So now for Heretics, this has just been a ton of time wasted. Now the players off spawn are saying, do we have to force it over towards the B zone? And if you do, you're just gonna die. This is scattered, and this is not a good look right now for Miami. You gotta find some opening on the map, and there simply isn't, unless Envoy chokes you.
Envoy might give you a window, but now 25 seconds pause this one. The attack towards B was not successful in the slightest. Now you've got a little bit of space to play with. Got a little bit of time now to get the A zone capture going. That's a problem. Super, can you deal with this? The answer is no. Hydra finds himself 2. Metal's last man alive here on the A zone capture. Reinforcements in the form of Real show up, and the second segment on the way out. So, you managed to do what you can here to stabilize. You've got yourself 3 segments captured overall.
I mean, pulling water out of a rock, and well, unfortunately, a lot of damage, not a lot of kills. And that was the opening. Trades they'll roll through. The A zone secured. So there you go. They've made the squeeze. Now they got a 3-life lead. So how the tables turn.
Wrinkle, going for it. Can he get that space gained? Scrap, perfect angle. What great timing there. The B zone capture is there halfway through it. Over to Metals. Another great coverage there. The teamwork from the Thieves is immaculate.
Real, unfortunately, though, caught, had a nice little spread, and everybody's got the AR in hand as well, and that's a wipe in the feed. So the life advantage you just had if you were a Heretics, just like that, you lose it. And LA Thieves, not a team that wastes any time. They take the space on the map, so they're going to have extra waves on the defensive hold, and with a life count in their favor, they're looking good.
Yeah, still well in their favor. One more freebie mistake, you get Heretics, and that was it. Super down. Now no lives left. Can you catch a couple of Thieves out on the attack? Oh, wait a minute. Scrap's now a red dot on the minimap. Dealt with 3 dead. Forward you go. Watch out for Ghosty. He's down as well. 5v3.
Everyone back to spawn. Get a trophy on the point. Stop the clock and hope for the best. You see the nades rolling through. It might be too late. Even an extra segment right now for Miami is great.
That's unbelievable. What a win that could be. There's your test. Rancor traded out. That's going to be the last man left alive. Super. Any kills you get are all deal, mate, but it doesn't really add too much to it. 3 segments gained.
And
But the round goes to LA.
by comparison, I almost feel like Heretics are playing in slow motion. Like those moments from LA, we've seen teams on defense get a little bit turtled up. The second they wipe Heretics off the board, every single player gets pushed up to the 50-yard line and then some, and just create these sort of extra lives on the defensive end. And even with Metals giving you a 10-kill round, like that's a fantastic performance. They'll take the extra segments, which is nice, but long term, still have problems to solve.
Yeah, the Thieves, I mean, you can watch this back every single time they get 3 down, and it's seemingly every single time. They've got a set formation. They have the setup they want across that defensively.
And just a quick acknowledgement, looking at the old data view, there are 0 assists coming through from all 4 of the Heretics players. Meanwhile, LA Thieves have about 10 combined.
A statistical anomaly in a moment like this, folks, at this level. We'll see if that amounts to anything. Trades over towards the front side of A, and already nearly a full segment A complete, but wait, in from behind, Heretics, and somehow Scrap has turned a 1v2 into a 1v1.
Trying to dance around the pillars. He's gonna get killed and dropped off the map. Ghosty, the sub in hand, trying to get a little bit active. Didn't have to do too much in round 1. And,
oh, wow.
Well, now he's making moves on offense. No flanks rolling through. One player from Real underground. You really want to poke your head and let Ghosty play a game of whack-a-mole.
He knows he's down there. He's going to hold that one. The battle across the map, though, nowhere near the zone right now, so you're happy to sit on this one. Second segment in already. Very, very productive here. We could be seeing the A capture unless the counter-attack is good, and it's great. Heretics save the day.
That was interesting. Scrap actually just sort of gave that up and wanted to commit on the time, and Heretics take full advantage. So everybody there snapping in position on the defensive end, and now you're playing contain, and now you get them all. Ghosty, the only man aggressive on the map now for LA. Everybody else out of spawn, and Rencor looking for them all. He picked the wrong direction.
He did pick the wrong direction. He's going to force him to spawn over on that side of the map now, and this is an aggressive hit there and a costly one at that for the Heretics.
Aye.
And he's out of spawn now, so wow, the Thieves turned that little moment into a blessing for them, and now pressure from Ghosty in a 3 spree as the B zone capture is on.
Well, we'll see if they can make it happen. They're going to need some extra kills. Ghosty's been lights out, though, on this attacking round. But while he's a nuisance, his teammate's going to be going for the A zone, and while he gets dropped, well, his teammate's there to pick him up. A double stack rolling through, and on defense, Metals would have to make the hero play. He full sends it, but not quite good enough. A zone captured, 1 minute and 30 on the clock. Plenty of time for LA.
Yeah, great stuff. Slowly but surely now over towards B we go. Pressure now out of the spawn, nearly, as Ghosty's still alive. This one-man army, whatever side of the map he's on, he's having a good time. The Bees are now fan out, spread the map for the Heretics. Don't let the Thieves get close, and whatever you do, don't go 3 down.
Well, there's number 1. Everybody else needs to stay up, but right now, you have so much map control, and Envoy shooting his gun, ripping heads, and there for Real as well. They've got arc control. This is dangerous.
Perfect. The nade work from him as well. Ghosty, Hydra down on time. So still no one on the capture. Great presence here on the map. Finally, you get yourselves over towards the zone. You take that segment by B. You have the lead. You've got it all going. And here comes the pressure from spawn.
Envoy's gonna have to do it all. He's on a 4 spree. Nades, everything landed. He's in war. He's in hell. Hydra calling out 1 shot. Does get the second segment of progress. And they got a 2-life lead, so you can afford to take your time. You're looking for the kills, and they got them. No respawns remaining. A 6v3.
Oh my word, Rios right out of the 4 and into a 3 spree. Scrap now on top. Big wins at a red core now. No lives left either side.
From a 6v3 to a 4v2. You're looking for the clutch. Metals and Real, the SMG players. One on the pinch, and Real's about to deal with the entire team. Everybody 1 HP, but he's by his lonesome, and he gets overwhelmed. Metals, it's more important to die.
Absolutely, and die he does. A place in a Valhalla earned there by Real. He certainly went down fighting, but 2-0, now in control. Match point, LA Thieves.
So close to it so far. That could have been a great bounce back round. Again, Heretics had a slow start on the red card, but they showed some fight, and they're fighting here, but unfortunately for them, not enough. Typically on offense, if you get those like extra 2 segments on the B zone, you'll be happy for it, but I feel like that's not the case against LA. With how good they've been in control, any round loss is painful.
It's so close as well. A couple of moments go the way of 1 or 2 gunfights. Give yourself a fighting chance here, Heretics. Try to find this attacking round. Opening gambit has been slowed. The nades were perfect there from the Thieves. The trophy's destroyed, but all the players safe and sound. Opening trades complete. Envoy down out as well. This
All
could
four.
be great. Here we go. First segment blasted away.
Oh, Real's, he's going for it straight away. So this is going to be Real versus the world right now. And it's just buying time, keeping the players away. Every kill is fantastic to get. And the longer he lives, the better for his team. The A zone falls, but so does he. So you don't get the arc control, but you have a perfect opening salvo. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to work with just to capture the B zone.
The Heretics have found their warrior spirit here in this round, and they have come to play. Right over towards B we go. Snaps in from Metals. Our soft metal this time round, though, has been bent and broken. 2 minutes still to play. A life lead for the Heretics.
And I just feel like if you're Heretics in this moment, you can afford, take the long routes. Like, you have so much time to play with. You can be annoying. Just do something. Metals is hanging out by the zone. His teammates trying to go on the pinch. LA Thieves actually have a pretty interesting defensive setup. No one top art. That does allow Metals to be near the zone, but Heretics also handling the flank. So a sort of standoff battle right now, but that might be the entrance.
Trying to find another one would be great, but for now, those 2 kills are good. Here we go. Metals with a big push-up play, and he can't catch out. A big one from Envoy, so that's huge. On the flank, Ghosty now causing problems. The spree is done. On the zone, clear. Thieves forward.
Still though, minute and 30 is plenty of time. An opportunity to take some routes. Number 4 on the mini-map might be able to get through. A couple players down low, and Ghosty in your spawn dealt with. Envoy still a nuisance as well. He's going to be back ammo. And unfortunate for Real, cannot find that route through.
Unreal from Scrap. 4 dead, 4 down. Bad news for the Heretics. Here comes the trap. Can they escape it? They might be able to. Real doesn't let them get the armbar in place. But Envoy still in your spawn.
He's dominated. I mean, 26 and 17 on a 4 spree. He had 12 kills in the last round, and Envoy looking to be the one-man show.
And he's still holding it all together here. Super trying to make his way out through the backline. The B zone is nowhere to be seen. 2 minutes have gone. It's 50 seconds left in the map.
Well, finally he falls, but still, just the amount of space. LA Thieves, it's just the top side of the map. They got art, they got the zone, they got a player back ammo. It's a funnel system. It's an assembly line. Someone's always there from LA. They're always there to fill in the right spots, and they got a 4 life lead.
At that time, you exactly know where the Heretics are going to be, where the conflict zone is going to be. You've got boys on it. Guns up at the ready. Envoy again. Nearly it's the next man. No lives left. Heretics now. Life support. The final 3 members. The final moments of their run in the winner's bracket. And a team nade helps get the job done. Final 15. It is a victory lap for the LA Thieves here. Control continues to be their mode. A deft and vicious 3-0. They're in the winner's bracket.
Miles, that may very well have been the quickest series of the year. The S&D took 5 minutes and 1 second. The Vault Control just took 9 minutes and 40. I didn't clock the hard point, but I did clock Envoy's performance. Absolutely lights out. Had his feet up on the red card and took over the next 2 maps.
Okay.
His gun was broken in laser tag. It works in game.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Thieves. That was one to remember. 3-0. You bring down the hosts and you advance way to the top of the tournament.
You say one to remember. If I'm Heretics, that's one to forget, but I don't know if you can. Players' bodies getting shot towards it. If you're getting your body shot by Envoy, that's when you know you just got cooked. The teabag's out and about as well. That is a painful spot there for Miami. I don't know if their confidence will remain unshaken, but any expectations they had going into the tournament, they realized how difficult it is going to be.
Okay, well, there we are, folks. 250, 139, 6-0, 3-0. Unbelievable.